everybody, I hope you're keeping well. Today I want to talk a little bit about music and sound therapy. In music, we're often subconsciously drawn to frequencies that resonate with us or offer us something which we need. Sometimes we just enjoy music for what it is. Sometimes we enjoy writing actual music or song. I believe that we are automatically drawn to particular frequencies and key signatures that resonate with us automatically sometimes without intending to listen to something at a particular pitch or frequency or melody, key signature. And in fact, every note has its own unique frequency and wavelength. For example, middle C. This vibrates to L4, the fourth vertebra in the lumbar area of the spine. Now, I sometimes write things in middle C just because I like it. I don't really think about it, but when I looked it up, I saw that it was to do with the lumbar spine, and I've suffered with my lower back for many years, probably nearly 30 years. So maybe that's why I'm drawn to that particular key signature. Sound therapy uses a variety of approaches to using vibrational frequencies to assist healing and therapy. And even just playing or listening to music can help you relax and focus. For example, mantra is based on the resonance of specific chants. The mantra Om vibrates to 432 Hertz. This has been used for thousands of years for meditation. 432 Hertz is, of course, known also as the cosmic pitch. If a piano is tuned though to the cosmic pitch, it sounds inferior to one tuned to A440 concert pitch due to calculations of the scale in the factory intended for A440 pitch. Another tool of meditation is the use of binaural beats. The purpose of these frequencies is to play two slightly varying tones in each ear, which then creates a third sound inside your brain in order to change the oscillation of your brain waves and thereby encouraging a more positive state of mind. Now, I want to particularly talk about the ancient solfeggio frequencies. The Solfeggio scale is based on do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, as in the sun, sol, if you like. This scale was said to have been created in the 11th century by a monk called Guido d'Arezzo. It was discovered again in the 1970s after being lost for many, like decades, centuries, by Dr. Joseph Puliau. Originally, the scale was a set of 6 tone scales used in sacred music, like the monks would perform in their chanting, Gregorian chanting and such. But later on, 3 lower tones were added, making a total of 9 derived from the theory of numerology. The lowest of these frequencies is 174 Hertz, which is F3 in the piano, which is this reduces, heals pain, and it lowers stress. It contains certain nodes and background tones that target the chakras and develop the healing power and energy to bring a sense of well-being. This frequency can also help to lessen emotional pain and open you up to greater love and courage, and it may also act as a natural anesthetic or painkiller. The next one is 285 Hertz. This is C sharp 4, which is This frequency is soothing and calming, and it sends a message through energy fields to heal and restore tissues and damaged organs in the body. The 285 Hertz frequency also helps speed up the healing of burns, fractures, sprains, cuts, burns, and other injuries to the limbs, and it also helps to boost the immune system. It's believed that this frequency creates positive shifts to those near them. The next one is 396 Hertz. This is G4 on the piano, which rounds up to 392. So we're looking at this frequency vibrates to the root chakra, and it also helps to balance that energy center. It's good for letting go of grief and loss and for removing negative blocks such as fear and guilt. It's one of the fundamental frequencies in sound healing. When we've got negative feelings, our bodies start producing more cortisol, which then affects our sleep and our general health and well-being. 396 Hertz frequency music helps to create a strong magnetic energy field, which gives us the power to achieve all our ambitions. Its vibrations release us from the chains of negativity. The frequency is also used for awakening and turning grief and sadness into joy, and may be really helpful in helping to overcome bereavement. So if you're going through a period of bereavement or loss, this might be the one for you. It might be something that you're naturally drawn to. But it's about exploring with the different frequencies. The next one is 417 Hertz. This is rounded up to 416 on the piano, and it's G sharp 4 or an A flat, for example. Can you hear the vibrations? This frequency vibrates to the sacral chakra, which is located just below the navel. It's known as the frequency of change, and it's used to cleanse and unblock negative or stale energy. It's deeply transformative, and its powerful vibrations heal the brain, which enables us to overcome trauma and manage any negative thought patterns. It's also to do with reproductive organs as well, so it can be useful for things such as lack of libido or sex drive, because kind of negative feelings can affect one's performance in romantic situations, shall we say. Now the next one is 528 Hertz, or 524 as it is. This is C5 on the piano, so it's this note. Which is the octave above middle C. It's twice the frequency of middle C, and it's the nearest note to the 528 frequency. So on the piano, it's 524 Hertz. This is the love frequency, which is said to heal DNA. It's equivalent to a piano tuned at A442 or C4 plus 16 cents on the tuning fork. One of the pieces I've written recently, Tranquillo, is in this particular frequency, and in fact I didn't think about that when I wrote it. I just wrote it because that's how it felt it should be. And Tranquillo is my new meditation piece, which is on a loop. It goes to 11 minutes 11 seconds now that's a mystical number if you think about that. 11 is 22 as well, which is another mystical number. You see where we're going with this? There's a lot to be said. This particular frequency vibrates to the solar plexus. It increases positivity and feelings. It's been found to be the source of healing for the entire body, mind and spirit, which then fosters opportunities for DNA repair as well. It's linked to a natural, deep-rooted association to the natural, world, everything that's natural in your world, and it reinforces relationships that have a creative note to them, any relationships with people or even with whatever it is you're doing. So if you tap your hand on a table, then you've just heard 528 sound waves. White noise has no pitch and also has the 528 frequency, and as does every single sound except for a pure sine wave, which is the wavy lines shown on a graph. That's often used in mathematics and engineering and science, it has a smooth, anything that has a smooth periodic function contains white noise. The next one is 639 Hertz, which is D sharp 5, which is now on the piano. This is 623. So, and it's also between that and E5. It's the miracle tone and vibrates to the heart chakra, and to create this positive, pure love energy. Now, I just want to say that if something is kind of between two different frequencies, if a particular solfeggio frequency is between two frequencies, say on the piano, you would normally go for the lower number, but some are kind of in between, and therefore the piano may not be the best instrument to create those sounds. You could use instead listen to music or play music that it enables you to pitch bend, or which holds a slightly different pitch itself. So you're thinking like strings, gongs, chimes, bells, Tibetan bells, anything like that, that allows you to either has a slightly different pitch or enables you to bend that pitch slightly to be as close to that frequency as possible, which is why some of the music on YouTube is played on instruments other than a piano as well, because that's the ultimate instrument for that particular frequency. So anything to do with the heart chakra is the music, the frequency allows you to emotionally reconnect with people and heal relationships and attract love, both from ourselves and with those around us. The music can also help us to feel closer to consciousness, human consciousness, or self-realization, which enables us to look deep inside us, and look at a situation in a completely different way to which we looked at before. So if you listen to music in this frequency, it might help you build up a greater harmony in your relationships and navigate life with a different mindset, a different set of communication skills, and more tolerance and love. So if you're struggling, say, with a turbulent or toxic relationship, or a relationship that is codependent, or else you're going through a rough patch in your personal life in some way, doesn't have to be with relationships, it could be with your job or just with a friendship or just a certain situation, you might find that 639 Hertz music helps you to heal and to go on to transform your life by stepping away from situations and relationships that no longer serve you well. This frequency can also help you to balance your heart chakra, because when it's blocked, not only can you have like emotional feelings or mental feelings of low self-esteem and depression, for example, or trust issues, but it can also give you problems like very low blood pressure or poor circulation, and other heart and lung problems of the physical body that can be rectifiable with the right mindset and the right therapy to enable that to happen. Now, the next one is 748 Hertz, which is F sharp 5. So we're looking at this one. Can you hear the vibration? Now, this one vibrates to the throat chakra. It's used to cleanse all types of infections and dissolve toxins and electromagnetic radiations in the body and within the environment. It's directly connected to the principle of light, which is a higher form of bioenergy. So energy of the body, of the environment, everything to do with the natural world, if you like. So if you listen to music of this frequency, it might help you to open up and communicate with your higher self. It might help you to awake your inner strength and your intuition, which, if it's become blocked, if you're unable to speak your truths, it can be used to bring that forward and to make your point more obvious, to come across in a more effective manner. It can also be used to cleanse blocked negative energy and overcome fear, overthinking and worry. Some people do tend to overthink. Their mind's always... And perhaps listening to music in a 748 Hertz frequency may help to calm the mind, to get it to rest. I should have said that in the piano, that 748 is 740 Hertz on the piano, which is the nearest. The next one is 852 Hertz, which is G sharp 5. So you're looking at this note. In the piano, it's quite low. It's like it goes to 831. So this may be where you could do maybe a bit of pitch bending to kind of bring that up a little bit, or where you might choose to use bells or chimes instead to bring that up. That would probably be useful. This corresponds with third eye, which is the seat of intuitiveness. This, which helps you to see and helps you to connect with the spirit world, and it's clarity thought. So it helps you to think and think for yourself and think deeper and really start to talk to spirit. So, for example, if you want to connect to your loved ones who've passed, you might find meditating or listening to this frequency will allow you to connect better with the spirit world and with those loved ones who have passed and with whom you wish to talk. It's about self-consciousness and connection to that realm. So, for example, if you're a light worker or a medium, for example, or a channeler, listening to music in this frequency, especially if you feel a bit blocked, will help to unblock that energy so it flows more freely and allows you to do your work more effectively to really help people. And it's about a return to self-awareness as well, particularly if you're feeling detached, especially if you're feeling stressed or you've had a particular bad time, for example, and you need to reconnect and reattach yourself in some way, because especially if you're a light worker, being an empath, you can kind of pick up other people's traumas, and then you might feel distanced from it, not able to connect quite as well. So it's useful for that. And finally, we've got 963. This is A sharp 5. So you're looking at this note, or B flat if you like, on the piano, and also B5. So it's between the two notes. So again, you may decide to bend the pitch if you wish, although you can use music, piano music with either of those. Again, it would normally be the lower one, but it depends what you resonate with. You might not resonate with that one as freely as the note next to it. This is the frequency of the gods. It's also known as the seat of the soul as well. This sound vibrates with, of course, the crown chakra. We're not talking about the ones up there, the other two making 9. We're just talking about these 7. It also activates the pineal gland as well. The 963 Hertz frequency also enables us to awaken the perfect state and to make direct contact with universal light. So if we want to, say, put a message out to the universe, or connect with the angels and the celestial beings, for example, which might include the archangels, say, or Commander Ashtar of the Galactic Federation, or any of the other higher beings, and the frequency to which this frequency is attuned. That's in a nutshell what I want to talk about today. Just a brief précis about the Solfeggio scale. I will say that the lower notes are the ones that were added at the later stage, and the other 6, so we're talking from 417 Hertz onwards, they are the original ones that were created by the monk in the 11th century. The other 3 were added on at a later stage. So the thing to do is play around with music. If you think about what I've said, maybe, if it's of interest to you, and play around with listening to different sounds and see what resonates with you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and share, and thank you so much for listening. Take care. Bye.